Welcome to our channel Lightling Vision. We're very happy that you're here with us, as today Mother will be talking about what it means to grow older. Welcome, Mother.
Thank you, Natalie.
So growing older doesn't mean that we need to be, like all sick and all depressed. So there's a better way to grow old.
Yeah, it all depends on what you put in the words growing older. It's true that in nowadays society, when we think about growing older, it has a bad taste because our society is so focused on being young. Everybody wants to stay young. Women for their husbands, mothers for their children. Men want to look younger when they grow older. They do everything to let the hair grow, leave the muscles intact. And the problem in nowadays society is that we have a very big emphasis on the physical plane, physical health, physical well-being, sports, performance, physical activity. And it's true, when you grow older, that part of existence diminishes. And that's the problem at this moment. Because we are so attached on outer appearances, on performance, physical performance, as I already said. And because that part of life diminishes when you grow older, we prefer to put a veil in front of our eyes when it comes to getting older. So I don't think there are many people who will imagine themselves when they are 30, what their life will be when they're 50. They will only think about it vaguely. When it comes to financial resources. So retirement, they will think about that, and mainly financial matters around that subject. But I think it's something that it stays hidden. It's hidden, it's not really thought over. And that is the real problem why growing older has become a problem in our society. Because when you grow older and physically you're not so vigorous as you were when you were 20, 50, 60, 70, it's not the same thing. And if you have not worked on inner realities, then growing older is not always easy. And many people nowadays, they try to meander because they want to avoid the subject in themselves. And they try as long as possible to stay in good health, whether it is by following dietetic rules, or doing sports, or yoga if you want to, or pills, or surgery. There are many ways many means that people use to stay young. And I would say staying young is the problem, not growing older. Because staying young means that you want to stay young from an outer point of view, but you never thought about yourself as a psychic, as a psychological, and even less as a spiritual being. Because for the soul, life gets more interesting when you grow older. Mm-hmm. The life of the soul does not start before 30. And gets better when you grow older. The soul needs experience, needs inner growth through earthly experience. And you don't have experience before you're 30. A little bit, but not enough. So it's when you get 40, 50, 60, then for the soul life becomes more interesting, because there's experience, the person has things to think over, when you get older, you have, perhaps from a psychological point of view, more time, even if you have less time in your material life. Something in you takes you to start deepening out aspects of your life, thinking it over. You look back on things. And that is interesting for the soul, because that has to do with digesting life experiences and creating fruits inside of your experiences, or you can also say widening your consciousness. If you look at society nowadays, I would say the real problem is that too few people talk to their children in ways of widening their consciousness, becoming, in the course of lifetime, more wise, more experienced, more profound people. They talk to their children by ways of, yes, having a good job, or
Become successful.
yes, becoming successful, or having a lot of money, or mothers that take their daughters to beauty contests and things like that, or singing contests. That is what life is about. But that kind of behavior, that kind of doing things, very often create a difficult old age, because then so many things fall away. And even if you have money, health you cannot buy, happiness you cannot buy with money. So what's left of your life after 60, if your health gets worse, if you have had quite a few divorces already and you're alone, which is the case for many of us, and even if they remarry, it's not necessarily better. That's the drama. So even money and fame and things like that, that will not help you over 60. I think over 60 life can become very interesting if you have already beforehand taken the habit of seeing life in another way, as an experience that needs to be deepened out and has to bring you fruits inside of yourself that you can give to others in many ways. But as I already said, we are so focused on outer, physical, material things that this part of life escapes us. And when we start thinking about it, many of us are already 50. And then it's quite late. It's not impossible, but it's quite late. So I would say growing older can be wonderful if you start thinking about it in the right way when you're young.
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't mean that you cannot be young and you cannot enjoy life and have experiences. No, I would say you will enjoy life more because you know that you can keep your joy even when growing older. But there are some readjustments to be made. That's true. And we will talk about it in the next video. Preparing old age in the best way, it's true, it needs some readjustments when you're young. But it's for the better.
Yes. Thank you, Mother. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next one, in which Mother will talk about how can we make adjustments to live a more balanced life. So don't forget to listen to the beautiful song and to look at our website. Have a nice day.
Die Hügel von Karelia im Grünen versteckt, es sieht aus wie das Land meiner Träume. Die Hügel von Karelia mit Feldern bedeckt, ein Reich von tausenden Bäumen. Manchmal bin ich gegangen und war weit weg, doch mein Herz könnte sich nicht entscheiden. Dieses Land, diese Natur, alles gab ich dafür. Es hat ganz meine Kindheit gekleidet. Was ist dieses Karelia in Grün gehüllt, Königin aus Elfengeschichten? Bin ich dann der Held, der zu ihr singt bis zum Tod, auch wenn niemand mich dazu verpflichtet? Oh mein Land, mein Karelia, ich komme wieder zu dir, um das Körper eine Grabstätte zu geben. Denn der Stoff kehrt zurück, woher er kam, aber zum Glück, was bleibt, ist die Liebe der Seele.